Working in drafting and design is such a rewarding, well-compensated, and in-demand career. But if you've ever tried to apply, you know how hard it is to even get a call back. So in this video, I'll show you exactly how to land a job as a drafter, even if you don't have experience. You'll learn what hiring managers are really looking for, how to build the right skills, and the number one thing that might be blocking you from getting interviews right now. If you're new here, I'm Edward. I am a BIM specialist, architectural designer, and career coach. I've found my perfect career in drafting and design, and I'm also passionate about helping others to build their dream career as well. I've worked in this field well over 7 years. I've worked my way up from a $35,000 entry-level drafting role to a BIM specialist earning a 6-figure income, and have gotten the opportunity to work with other great professionals on large complex projects for some of the biggest companies in the country. This is a great time to get into drafting and design because construction and design roles are on the rise. According to industry reports, there are thousands of drafting roles alone in the United States, and that demand is growing faster than the average year over year at around 5 to 8% rate. The work is perfect for those of us who love technical precision and attention to detail, who are, interested in things like building design, construction systems, and problem solving. Let me show you what makes this field so different from anything you've probably considered. One of my favorite things about working in drafting is that you get to see your designs come to life in the real world. You get to interact with architects, engineers, and construction teams from, early on in your career. You're contributing to multi-million-dollar projects. Ask anyone who have worked in drafting for long enough, and they've got more success stories than you can imagine. Whether it is designing MEP systems for massive data centers or creating detailed construction drawings for schools and hospitals, your work has real impact. But here's what most people don't realize about drafting. It's not just about drawing lines on a computer. You're solving complex spatial problems, translating three-dimensional concepts into precise two-dimensional drawings that, of course, construction workers can actually use to build something. You become the critical link between the engineer's vision and the contractor's execution. Many people who consider going into drafting also think about other technical roles, like teacher, instructor, or CAD technician, interior designs, and architecture, or even engineering. The beauty of drafting is simple. You solve real problems, build valuable skills, and earn a great living, all without years of school and massive debt. Drafting roles today matches or exceeds $80,000 annually, and this is absolutely in your grasp as well. So how do you land a job in drafting and design? That's the question that I'm going to be talking about right now. Now, if you've spoken with several drafting professionals, you're likely to see a pattern. Maybe they were working at a company where they needed someone to take over some CAD task, and suddenly they are the go-to drafter on the team. This may be other people's path, but I don't want that to be yours, because that may just take too long and it's kind of uncertain. Instead, let's have you dive into drafting on purpose and wholeheartedly, because I will give you the behind the scenes glimpse into what your competition is looking like. Here's what I've learned working in this field. So many resumes are from people who don't understand what drafting is or why they want to join. This gives you a huge advantage because companies are looking for people who come to the role with skills, understanding, passion, very important, because it's much easier to retain employees who are intrinsically motivated, not ones who realize, within 3 months that they hate dealing with drawings or spatial reasoning all day. Employers want someone who gets excited about creating precise technical drawings and solve complex design challenges. Let's walk through what a drafting role entails so that you can be hyper confident confident. Your average drafting role is about, let's say, 60% creating technical drawings and CAD work, 20% coordinating with other professionals, engineers, architects, and so on, about 10% reviewing and checking your drawing for accuracies or inaccuracies, and maybe 5% attending project meetings, another 3% updating project documentation, and perhaps 2% training on new software, upskilling, or learning new standards. Here's what's really important. That 60% CAD work isn't just mindless copying what someone else designed. You're interpreting engineering concepts, making design decisions about how to best represent complex three-dimensional systems, and ensuring that your drawings contain all the information needed for successful construction. Now that you understand the role, let's talk about how to break into it and the three main ways people try. The longest, most expensive way is to go into a drafting or engineering program, which is what I did with my bachelor in construction technology. Of course, cost too much, takes too long, often teaches theory that you'll never use. I spent years learning things I don't use in my current job, but it is what it is, or it was what it was. The second approach is to try to land a job with your transferable skills and basic CAD knowledge. I put together tips for this approach and it might work, but often leads to burnout and rejection because you're competing against people with portfolios and specific training. The smart path, in my opinion, is midpoint between investing in an entire degree and going out there with your basic skills as is, and that is getting very practical drafting and design training. This approach focuses on exactly what employers need without the unnecessary buff and fluff. That's why I teamed up with Course Careers. They have helped thousands land entry-level roles with no degree or even prior experience. And so I built the architectural drafting course to walk you through everything from AutoCAD skills to portfolio building to interviews and getting hired. It's affordable, flexible, and even includes real projects and also LinkedIn optimization. Instead of spending years learning theory, you focus exactly on what entry-level drafting jobs require. Okay, you learn AutoCAD not because it is cheaper, but because it's what most companies actually use for two-dimensional drafting. You can check out the free intro course using the link below and get $50 off while you're at it. So what exactly do you need to know to stand out to employers? That's the big question here. When you're building the right skills for a drafting career, focus on hard skills and also soft skills. For hard skills, you need to be comfortable with tools like AutoCAD or Revit, understand blueprint reading and also drafting standards, and speak the language of construction and design. But here's what most people miss. You also need strong spatial reasoning skills. You need to be able to visualize complex three-dimensional systems and translate them into precise two-dimensional drawings. Let's talk about soft skills. They'll judge you on how you maybe write emails, how you present yourselves in meetings, and how organized your drawings are. I've seen people disqualify themselves just for submitting poorly organized portfolio pieces or, not understanding basic drafting conventions. Your portfolio, while it may not be as critical in today's day and age as it was in the past, it does put you ahead of the competitors. It definitely makes you stand out. What I recommend is to have 3 to 5 pieces of your best work ready to show at an interview, and these need to demonstrate real world skills, not just textbook exercises. Here's what I wish someone had told me when I started. Download real construction plans from maybe City Permit's website or other online resources. These are usually public records. Study how professional drafters organize their sheets, how they dimension things, what notes they include, so on and so forth. Take a simple floor plan and try to recreate it exactly in AutoCAD. Not just the walls and doors and windows and those things, those are all important, but work on your dimensioning techniques, text styles, line weights, and all of those other things. Because that's what separates someone who knows AutoCAD from someone who can actually do the job. As you're recreating these drawings, you'll naturally learn about layers, blocks, hatching patterns or materials, among a lot of other things. You'll start to understand why certain lines are thick and others are thin, why some dimensions are shown and others aren't. So now that you know what the job takes and how to break in, here's what to do next. You don't need a degree. You don't need years of experience. You just need a real plan, and you now have it. Companies are desperate for drafters right now. Every architecture firm, practically, every engineering company, every construction contractor needs people like you who can create accurate technical drawings. Check out the Course Careers program below and start your journey. I went from a $30,000 CNC machinist when I just came to the United States to earning upwards of $90,000 as a BIM specialist in 6 years, and I believe you can do the same. So if you're wanting to make a career change, it's going to feel awkward at first, of course. You're learning something completely new, and that's part of the learning process, feeling like a complete beginner. Embrace those first days because you only get to experience that once. So drop a comment below and let me know what career you are pursuing, and also remember to subscribe for more.